What is up, new Era Sens family? Jackson here, bringing you guys another weekly report, and always a great week when we can talk about a win over the Leafs. So let's get started. All right, so to kick this one off, we'll go over Ottawa's 4-3 shootout win over Calgary on Sunday. Connor Brown opens the scoring on this one off a fluky point shot that somehow beats Markstrom, and he's not the kind of goalie to let goals in like that. So definitely a lucky one for the Sens and a great way to start the game. Ryan Dzingel scores to make it 2-0 after a great passing play between him and Chris Tierney. Good on DJ to get those two out together on the 4-on-4. They clearly have some chemistry and comfort after playing together for quite a while. Even before Dzingel was traded, his first stint in Ottawa, those two played together. So they're obviously, there's a comfort level there playing with one another. Mark Giordano does get one back to pull the Flames within one here, but Colin White answers back minutes later after finding the loose puck in a scramble in front. Makes no mistake cashing in here. And he's been playing so well lately, Colin White. I think it's just that it's amazing. He's really starting to perform up to the standards of his contract. And, with the potential of Tim Stützle moving to center, Shane Pinto coming up, and we have Josh Norris, we really don't need him to be anything more than a solid 3C. I think he's really starting to look like that. So that's huge for this rebuild. The third period in this one is a bit of a nightmare. The Flames score twice to tie it up. However, this one goes to a shootout, and the kids once again come up big. Tim Stützle just displays his unreal hands, and in this one pulls it to the backhand last second to fool Jacob Markstrom. It was very similar to his first attempt, except he went to the backhand. He's now 2 for 2 in his career in the shootout. I'm not really sure he'll ever miss, to be honest. He's just so good. And Drake Batherson ends up winning this one off a nice shot, goes high, fools Jacob Markstrom. I'm surprised it took DJ that long to get Batherson into the shootout. He actually went into the shootout in the later rounds here as Matthew Tkachuk tied it up at 1 in the shootout. Maybe this goal changes that and he'll be a regular in that shootout lineup. But all in all, good game. Solid showing from Matt Murray here, who stopped 31 of 34 shots. And the Sens battle against some pretty suspect refereeing to come out on top with the win. So moving on to the second half of back-to-back here on Monday, the Sens open up a 3-game mini-series against the Edmonton Oilers. Evgeny Dadonov scores his 8th goal this season just 56 seconds into this one. Pretty light goal here, but definitely a great example how if you get pucks to the net, good things happen. And Shabbat assists on this one, so it's great to see him starting to heat up offensively. Things do go pretty downhill from here. I mean, the Oilers score 3 unanswered. It's just so hard to defend Draisaitl and McDavid. I mean, I can't believe they're playing on the same line. That's just a lot for these young Sens to handle, and it clearly showed. But Tim Stützle does breathe some life into this game for the Sens as he scores one at the end of a second. Just a nice snapshot here off a drop pass from Thomas Chabot, who once again assists on the play and getting more and more points as we go on here. I think Stützle and Chabot probably the two best players in this one, in my opinion. But I think the first star has got to go to Joey Daccord. He just played with so much confidence on the night for the Sens. And, he doesn't look like a rookie netminder out there. He already looks like a seasoned veteran. He really was the one that kept this game close. And, the way he can play the puck is something I haven't seen from a Sens goal in a long, long time. It's very similar to what we can see with Mike Smith in Edmonton, who's so phenomenal playing the puck and has the confidence to do so. Joey Daccord looks like the kind of guy that's going to score a goal one day. Like, he has that confidence to get it done. The Sens were unable to find an answer in the third here and end up dropping this one 3-2. All right, so the remainder of the series does get pretty ugly here. 2 blowout losses to Edmonton, 7-1 and 6-2 respectively. I don't want to have to relive it, but we'll do it together here. We'll go through it as quick as we can. I mean, the Sens drop a 7-1 decision on Wednesday. Murray was in net for this one, and although he wasn't perfect, don't let the numbers fool you. I mean, the team just let him out to dry from the get-go, really, in this. So many odd man rushes, and it was lackluster defense, really. Not a whole lot to say about this one, besides the fact that Dadonov did score his 100th goal, so we'll show that one here. Just a nice tic-tac-toe play, and Dadonov cashes in for his 9th goal of the season, 100th NHL goal in his career there. Of course, this goal came all too late. It was 7-0 at that point, so it makes it 7-1, and the game was pretty much over by that point. Moving on to Friday's 6-2 loss. The only difference really in this one with the 7-1 loss a few days back is the fact that it was Joey Daccord that we were hanging out to dry. Just another lackluster effort here. Some positives, though. I mean, Thomas Chabot does make a great rush in the first period. He gets a fortuitous bounce to tie the game at 1. I would love to see him continue to skate like this and make those offensive plays. Well, you know he's capable of doing it. We've seen him do it before, just like he did here. But I think a big part of him being able to do that comes from him finding a permanent defensive partner that allows him to play that style. Much like how Mark Mathot was that calming presence and allowed Erik Karlsson just to fly around out there while he kind of stayed at home. Maybe that's Artem Zub. Could be Jacob Bernard Docker in the future. We'll see what happens. But right now, Thomas Chabot is just trying to do it all. And I would love to try and take some of the load off of him there. Moving on here, Brady Tkachuk taps in a nice cross ice feed from Tim Stützle to tie the game at 2. Great display of vision here from Tim Stützle to feed Brady on this one. He just continues to show about that elite playmaking ability he has here at the NHL level. And that power play is just clicking as of late, particularly that first unit that has Stützle, Tkachuk, Batherson, Dadonov, and Chabot. Just a really talented group of guys there, and they're starting to make things happen. And I think that power play is only going to get better as that comfort level continues to grow between those players. From here, unfortunately, things do go downhill, and the Oilers score 4 unanswered to take the game 6-2. Coming into Sunday's game against the Leafs here, the Sens desperately need a good bounce-back effort after an abysmal mini-series against the Oilers, and they do just that with the 4-3 win. So Brady Tkachuk opens the scoring in this one off a tough turnover from Travis Boyd. Brady then makes a nice little bank play off the boards, uses his strength to get to the net, and scores 5-0 on Michael Hutchinson. And Ryan Dzingel would score just 7 seconds later off a real nice feed from Clark Bishop. He's looked good as of late, in my opinion. Good work ethic, good skating. And this play just made a good start even better. Dzingel is clearly fired up to score back in Canadian Tire Center. And these 2 goals were the second quickest scored in succession in Ottawa Senators franchise history at just 7 seconds apart. The Leafs do make it 2-1 in the first, but coming into the second, Drake Batherson is just on a mission, makes no mistake off a gorgeous feed from Tim Stützle. I think I could watch this one all day. Stützle fakes the shot and uses a backhand toe drag move to fool the defenders, create a lane, and deliver a perfect saucer pass to Drake Batherson, who of course cashes in. Wow. Batherson would score again too, just 53 seconds later off a rebound in front. Tough one for the Leafs, who won the face-off, but the Sens hold them in the zone, and they make them pay. I mean, I think with this marker, Batherson now has 11 goals on the season, and is continuing to heat up again. He'll be someone that competes for the team lead in goals for many, many years to come. But of course, the first star in this game has got to be Joey Daccord. First NHL win for the rookie, and he held down the fort in the third period to secure a 4-3 win over the Leafs. This win was just so well deserved, and it clearly meant a lot to him. If you haven't yet, go watch his post-game interview. There's a lot of emotion there. And yeah, just the guy looked dialed for somebody who didn't even know they were going to play. Murray left the warm-ups early, and he got the nod from the trainers that he was playing. I think the team fed off his energy. Great game all in all. And I mean, what's better than the Sens beating the Leafs? That's all I have for you guys this week. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe here at our new Era Sens YouTube channel, and give us a follow at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Those should all be above me there. Hope you guys have an awesome week, and we'll see you on the next one.
In this moment